5 good minutes in the clubhouse.
And wrapped to welcome Norwood Captain Jacob Kennerley on board. JK, good weekend on Saturday, especially for yourself, mate.
Yeah, it was. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to have the week off from my personal football perspective and watch Ross Trevor Old Coals get the win in the Div 2 Division 1 footy. Div 2 footy. So, yeah, it was really good.
Norwood Reserves first, followed by Rocks. And I'll tell you one thing, you Catholics can drink, JK. Geez, I only got to watch about 3 minutes of the game. So, yes, it was a busy day over there. It was actually amusing because we weren't that busy, and then all of a sudden the Ross Trevor crowd arrived not that long before the start of the game, and everyone came over to that side, and suddenly we were flat out. So it was a good day, actually, in all seriousness.
No, it was, and yes, no, you do mention the reserves. I thought you were just referencing the Ross Trevor game, but awesome result from the reserves that morning. To come back from probably a pretty poor performance against Sturt the week before,
yes.
and cap it off and beat Glenelg at Theberton was really good. So I expect them to put on a really strong showing this week against Sturt.
Was that a little bit of the kick in the bum that they sort of needed to sharpen everybody up a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. It did help. Probably the most thing I'm most proud of the reserves boys after the Sturt game is that they owned it themselves. And yeah, obviously the league team won on that the following day. So the league team actually were a bit disjointed from the reserves there for the start of that week. But it actually gave the leaders amongst the reserves group a really good opportunity to grab hold of it themselves and own it, and then. I think because of that, they were able to perform as a team on Saturday against Glenelg. So, it's really good, and I expect that to hold them in good stead this week and into the grand final on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Has Liam stopped talking? Liam Robinson stopped, come down from his mark yet?
I heard he was pumping himself up pretty quickly afterwards, asking the photographer whether he got that on camera or not. But yes, no, it was an exceptional mark.
It was,
it just all went right. It's just as smooth as can be. So
might have to call him Jetstar there. He's racked up the frequent flyer miles on that one.
Yeah, don't worry. My iPad got bombed with Liam Robinson stuffed on Saturday night. So yes. Mark may have been quite happy with that. His dad, of course, is the Nord team manager, and Robbo's one of my best mates. And he may have been quite a tad chuffed with Liam's mark, and it got a bit of publicity. So yes. Yeah. So right on to the league game, Liam. It's been split 1-1 between us this year. We played Glenelg early on, so round 2, and then of course the return fixture down there where we started well, but didn't do much from about halfway through the second quarter, and McBean grabbed hold of us. Mind you, I reckon I've now watched Glenelg 6 times, and I don't want you to comment on this, JK, but I reckon there seems to be a Liam McBean tax on every game that he seems to get a pretty good run. So Hosey was important, looked good actually for Glenelg, back move really well. So we know their danger of their forward line, and that they bat reasonably deep. So look, it should be a great tussle.
Yeah, no, it should be. They've obviously got a pretty potent forward line, and some experienced heads through their midfield and back line as well. So obviously the reigning premiers from last year. I think that they've been a bit up and down. They'll probably say that themselves this year, but when they've been at their best, they're right up there. So we got to prepare for that this week. They were really strong on the weekend.
I thought Kyle Gerloff was good on Sunday too.
Old Norwood boy.
Yes.
He's a pretty good footballer. So I played a lot of juniors with and against Cole. So we know what they can do. I think our guys are more than up for the challenge. Whether be on those key forwards that they've got. Our defence is firing really well at the moment, so it should be a good tussle down there. And hopefully we can get over the top of them in the midfield, and then get it into our forwards who are looking really dangerous at the moment.
So you mentioned obviously, you need to be on your toes a little bit. What's the training been like over the last couple of weeks? Obviously you would have gone away for a couple of days and had a bit of a break and come back fresh, and obviously set your sights on Glenelg a little bit. Obviously not knowing what the result was before last Sunday, but what's been the progression basically from winning against Centrals there a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, well, I guess probably from Centrals onwards, I guess if you strip it back even further than that, we had the break leading into Centrals as well. So we were able to sort of capture a good rest period throughout that 2-week block, and that's enabled us to train pretty well every opportunity that we've had since the Centrals game. So we're back at training on the Tuesday after Centrals, and had a really solid hit out on Thursday and Saturday morning. Sort of tapered it back down on Monday just to build into a really solid training that we just had at Adelaide Oval tonight. So, it's good. I feel like the boys are really primed. Obviously we're conscious not to sort of slacken off, and I guess with playing one game in a month, there is opportunity. If you don't train hard enough, there's probably opportunity for you to lose a bit of fitness and a bit of touch here and there. So we've been aware of that and trained pretty hard the last week or so, I'd say.
Does having the reserves still in the finals help that, put that little bit of pressure on everybody?
Yeah, I think so. It's really good for the morale around the club. We're obviously been training together since November last year, and I think we'd say that we've all got a lot of good mates in either grade. So it's a really good feeling around the club. Putting a bit of extra pressure on. It was good to see some reserves boys really find some form on the weekend as well. So I can imagine it's probably putting some pressure on the selectors this week. It's good, and it's good feeling around the club, and hopefully we can get both games done on the weekend. It'd be an awesome feeling afterwards, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I can't deny, I have to be honest, I wouldn't have gone that way with Matty Panos. I would have had him playing the reserves on the weekend. I understand, let's keep him fresh for that, but I thought he needed to run. Well, another run, that's only going to be proof in the pudding afterwards, so we'll wait and see on that. But it's going to be a tough selection this week.
Yeah, definitely, and look, I haven't been fully a part of the NOS stuff. We'll see what happens from a coaching and selection perspective on that one. But we all know that if NOS comes in and gets the opportunity, that he's going to perform for our footy club. So. Whichever way it goes, whoever's
just got to wait and see. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, JK, all the best. Look forward to catching up with you after the game, hopefully celebrating and that, catching up with your fantastic grandparents and that, and reenact that photo from a couple of years ago. So all the best, JK.
Best of luck, mate.
Go the legs. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on. Look forward to it.
Cheers.
In this crazy world we live in, we all need the distraction. Enjoying the show? Like, rate, and subscribe. Hook up and connect with us on social media at SportsCast SA. We'll see you next time on Game On.